Have you ever woke up around 2 a.m. in the morning and heard a sudden high-pitched tone or complete silence that feels loud and it only lasts for a few seconds? Well, that might not be random, because at 2 a.m., that's when everything is quiet, less noise and less distraction. This is when your mind is in between conscious and subconscious, and your nervous system is more open. And when your nervous system is open, that means that you're more sensitive to subtle shifts. Let me tell you what people are reporting at 2 a.m. in the morning. So you have some people saying they hear the ringing in the ear. That wakes them up. Some just wake up without any alarm or anything. They just wake up. Some people have report that it feels like someone called their name. And there's other reports of people saying that they just felt a wave of awareness. One thing they all of them said it's not constant. It's not painful. They said it's just precise. Now let me tell you this, guys. Not everything is mystical. Sometimes it's really just stress, because a lot of people don't get enough sleep nowadays. It's grind time in this reality. Everybody trying to work real hard. Everybody grinding, and not getting enough sleep. So it could be you're just under a lot of stress. Or sometimes it's just normal body function, because there's a lot going on in our body that we don't know about. But when we are in between the conscious and the subconscious at this time, we can actually hear what's going on in our body. So that's when you ask yourself, what were you thinking before you went to bed? Because when you go to bed and you was really thinking about something, it's going to affect you in your sleep. And again, were you stressed? And this is real important. Were you making a big decision in your life? Because a lot of people go to bed wondering, hey, I need to make this big decision. You know how they say, sleep on it? So a lot of people sleep on big decisions they got to make. And also, were you thinking about somebody, like your significant other or a family member that's going through something? That can affect you and wake you up at a certain time. Because guys, sometimes this sound isn't noise. It's an interruption. Now, the people that were reporting things that they were experiencing when they hear this sound, majority of them had a symbol on their hand. They had the M mark, the X mark, the half moon, and the V mark. Now, why this is important is because these people that have the marks on their hand have reincarnated here. And they reincarnated at a time when the planet is ascending to another dimension. And 2026 is an acceleration year. So if you have these marks on your hand, you're going to hear these tones in the middle of the night. So you're probably wondering, why 2 a.m. in the morning? Why is that so special? Why does it have to be at that time? Well, this is what studies say. Studies say that 2 a.m. is when cortisone levels start shifting. Your brainwave patterns start changing. You're in lighter REM cycles while you sleep. And also, your subconscious mind is more active at this time. You're in between worlds at this time of the night. And scientifically speaking, you are in between sleep stages. Now, how can you determine if this is fear or this is an actual signal when you hear this tone in the middle of the night? Well, let me explain it to you. It could be anxiety. If you wake up and your heart is racing, that's fear. If you're panicking, that's associated with anxiety, and that's fear. Or you're overthinking when you wake up. That's associated with anxiety and fear. Now, if you wake up and you feel calm, That's alignment. If you feel like you're aware, your awareness is stronger, that's alignment. Stillness, that's another form of alignment. If you have stillness and clarity, if you all of a sudden have a sense of clarity about why you're here on this earth, your purpose in this life or in this reality, then that's all part of alignment. So let me tell you what you need to do when this happens. Just ask yourself, what were you dreaming about? What was on your mind? Think about what was on your mind. And also, if you had a decision that was pending, then you'll know. This is why you woke up at 2 a.m. in the morning and you heard that tone. Now, guys, I spoke earlier about these marks on your hand. If you do have the M mark, the X mark, the V or the half moon, and you don't know anything about these marks, I wrote a book. It's called The Mark Ones. You can find that in the description below. Also, guys, at this time, while we are in a acceleration state, you need to keep your body on a high vibration. So that's why I use Vibe High supplements. They're organic and natural and helps me keep my mind clear and also help me get a good night's sleep. So guys, if you keep waking up at 2 a.m. and you keep hearing that tone, don't jump to fear, don't panic, and don't ignore the patterns that's going on in your life. And just pay attention to your life shifts. Because sometimes it's not the sound that matters, it's what's changing in your reality. If this video resonates with you, just comment 2 a.m. in the comments below. Or let me know in the comments what time you do wake up and hear this tone. One last thing, guys. I go live on Twitch every weekend. Just go to twitch.tv/wokereg and follow me and also sub up. Check out this video right here to learn more about sounds that you hear and the symbols on your hand. Peace, get woke, and keep rising.